Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got a handful of rocks we're going to cut today, so let's go through these real quick before we cut them and see what we're dealing with. Alright, first up, okay, just so you know, all of these are Arizona agates from just outside of Phoenix. I collected these in the Gila Bend Mountain Range area, back behind Saddle Mountain. When I say behind Saddle Mountain, maybe 3 to 5 miles south of Saddle Mountain. So we got this little nodule here. Not a whole lot showing. I got some negative crystal impressions on the back side of it. And I got another little one here. It's got at least one really big surface fracture. Don't know how deep that goes. If I cut it, I'll probably cut it parallel to that fracture, just to keep it from breaking. And this one's got some banding and some quartz showing. So we'll probably cut it parallel to that open face. Not much showing on this one. It's got some pretty deep holes in it. Alright, could be an agate. Could also be full, because that looks like a calcite crystal sticking out of that impression there. These were probably all calcite crystals that eroded away, and that little one is still in there. Alright, another nodule. Again, got another bunch of surface fractures. Just gotta hope that these are just surface fractures and they don't go in the stone. Got this little guy's peeling a little bit on the front and a lot on the back. Alright, definitely got some quartz surrounding some banded agate. So probably cut parallel to that broken face, and I'm guessing that's going to be mostly quartz. Alright, nice looking nodule here. Fractures don't look, the surface fractures don't look that bad on this one. And no windows, so feels dense. Hoping that's a good banded agate. And last but not least, we got this large nodule. I don't think this is going to be a banded agate. Got a little bit of stuff peeled off on the bottom there. But I'm going to assume that whatever is creating these tubes here, that's going to be on the inside. Now I'm not sure how to cut this, if I should cut it kind of underneath parallel to this, or just cut it right down the middle. Doesn't like have a lot of color or anything showing here, so probably just cut it down the middle to get the bigger cut. If I cut it here, I got to cut it fairly low to avoid that hole, which means I won't get a very large cut. I don't know. We'll figure it out once I get out to the saw. Okay, let me get these on the saw, get them cut, and we'll see what we're dealing with. Be right back. All right, back from the saw again. I'm going to start with the one that broke. There's always the one that breaks. So this one actually cut and then broke. This side stayed together, this side did not. So I'll probably just throw this in the tumbler. Alright. This guy turned out to be mostly quartz, but it has a pretty cool pattern in it. You can see that dark calcite crystal back behind that. Very nice. All right. And another crystal, quartz crystal center. Again, pretty clean, nice looking. A little bit of banding around the outside edge. I think these look all right polished. And what do we got here? All right, so this one also came apart, and I kind of didn't finish the cut because he was hollow and it was full of gunk. So that one will need cleaned out probably. All right. So we know this one's going to be quartz, but I was hoping there would be a floater. Let's see if it had a floater. Oh, not really. Maybe it was a floater just on the end and it opened up into that. But that's a pretty cool looking quartz pattern. Fairly clean. Does have a fracture. You can see it here. That one's interesting. So it's got a large quartz center. It does have a fracture in it, but it's got a little bit of a water line in that corner there. And then it's got fortification banding going all around the top of the stone. That's pretty cool looking. Even with the fractures, that probably look all right polished. Okay, 3 left. So this one, I opted to try to cut under it. Obviously, I didn't quite miss that. Got a little bit of a hole in it. But we got all those tubes showing up. So let's take a look at that and see how that came out. It does have a fracture on that end. But those tubes are really cool looking. It's got a fracture right here too. There's that hole. Kind of looks like Saginite spray with tubes. It's pretty cool looking though. That might look nice polished up as a specimen. All right, the last two I wasn't sure which order to put them in. They're both really nice. So let's start with this one. Really nice color, really nice banding. I don't see any fractures in this. Let's start with this side. Love the colors and the banding in this one. It's got those snowflakes or platelets or whatever you want to call them in some of those bands. They look really cool. This side is even nicer. You can tell where it was peeling right here. So at one point, it had a lot more banding on the outside. But it's got that really cool pattern on the inside. Wow, that is really nice. Definitely worth a polish on this one. Very cool. All right, last up. Again, this one's really nice as well. So I wasn't sure if these fractures were going to be major and go further than the surface. So I kind of cut it parallel to that one. But I don't think they go too deep. This looks fairly fracture free. So where that comes out right here, I don't see any fracture under it. But look at the pattern, a little bit of quartz in the center, but a full fortification pattern with great contrasting bands right there in the middle. It's got that parallax or shadow scrolling in it. So much depth in those bands. Got a little bit of paint from the blade, that'll come off. A little bit of geode center there. But yeah, that one will definitely look great, polished up. Alright, that is the last one from this video. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like. Leave me a comment, tell me which one's your favorite. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.